Hey WWE Universe, so it's that time again, Raw review time. And yes, I have a Patriots snuggie on because I'm freezing. Deal with it. First, we start off with the Shield in the ring after they showed kind of like a video of what's been happening with the Shield and Evolution. And definitely not happy about it. The Shield voiced their opinions and their thoughts, and that they want Evolution and they want to pretty much destroy them. And as they're talking in the ring, we see Evolution pulling up into the arena in a limo. And the Shield quickly runs back, and all of a sudden we're in the back watching Evolution get out of the car, and just you see like this huge attack. It's so insane, and it really makes me more interested in the Shield and Evolution. I thought I would get really sick of it really fast, but I'm actually really enjoying this feud, and it was a great way to kick off Raw. Next, we have Jack Swagger versus RVD, and Zeb Coulter got in the ring and had like his deportation list, and his main person right now is to get Adam Rose deported. And if you guys didn't know, because I didn't do a Raw review last week, and I'm sorry, but Adam Rose is now part of the Raw roster. And so last week him and Zeb Coulter got into it, and now he doesn't like Adam Rose. And before Jack Swagger could even really do anything in the match, Adam Rose did come out. I don't know how I feel about him yet. I think I need to see him in the ring because I know he was in NXT. But I just feel like him coming out to the ring to interrupt, or just to come out with his little rosebuds or whatever and dance and be goofy, I just feel like that's not enough to show me that he's ready to be on Raw. So RVD quickly took advantage of this and kicked Jack Swagger in the head, hit the 5-star frog splash, and won. So I wasn't happy about it because I feel like Swagger's on this like downward spiral and it's sad, but hopefully something will happen good. So that match was okay, but I feel like after starting with the Shield and Evolution, it just really didn't. It was just eh. So next we have Paige and Alicia Fox. And Alicia Fox, before the match even started, took the microphone and just pretty much said that Paige didn't belong here. She'd only been here for a short time and didn't deserve any of what she had, and that nobody liked her and she wanted her out of the ring. So she started like this vicious attack on Paige. The referee asked if Paige was okay to compete. She said yes, and they started the match. And I feel like most of these matches is Paige just getting beat, and then all of a sudden she just like randomly appears out of nowhere and wins. And that's what happened in this match too. Alicia has really improved, and I'm really impressed on how much she's improved. But in the end, Paige did win, and Alicia just had this meltdown after the match. And then, if you guys have the WWE app, Alicia talked to Stephanie McMahon and quit. So I don't know what's going on. It's really sad if she's like truly gone from the WWE. I hope this is just like some angle, but if she's truly gone, that's just really sad. We've lost another very talented diva. Next, we have Daniel Bryan coming out to the ring to address the WWE Universe. And as we've seen, him and Kane has really gotten physical and just completely insane. And Daniel Bryan sadly announces that he needs neck surgery Thursday, like this Thursday coming up. And you could see that he was getting teary-eyed, and he said this is what he's always wanted, and he finally has what he wants, and now he has to have this surgery. So I honestly do not know if this is just a way to give him some time off, or if he's really actually hurt, because I was thinking about it, and he did get some time off after WrestleMania because he got married to Brie. He was on his honeymoon. But his father did pass away while he was on his honeymoon. So I don't know if they're giving him some time off to enjoy married life and, you know, deal with the death of his father, or if he truly needs a serious neck surgery. But either way, I hope he comes back soon. He said he will return from this surgery. So, you know, at least he's not like gone forever, because I don't think any of us can handle that, because it's Daniel Bryan. So hopefully he has a speedy recovery and comes back soon. Next, we have John Cena and the Usos versus the Wyatt family. If you guys watch SmackDown, we saw this on SmackDown, and I was kind of angry because we already saw it. So, I'm still happy, but I hate when they do that. Like, they have a match on Raw, and then it's on SmackDown. Or it's on SmackDown, and then it's on Raw. I don't really understand that. It's just sometimes it gets extremely annoying. So, John Cena and Bray Wyatt are still having this weird feud, and it's just really getting old. But the Usos and John Cena really work well together. I enjoy seeing them tag together because it's just magic in the ring. In the end, the Usos and John Cena did defeat the Wyatt family, and before they go off into the back, Bray Wyatt says, "Thank you, John Cena, for helping me realize what I need to do." And John Cena will be addressing this on Friday, on SmackDown. I don't know anymore. I just don't know. We have Evolution addressing the Shield, and obviously they were not happy. They are going to be in a match at Payback, which I think is going to be great. And then as Triple H is talking, they get attacked by the Shield. And Batista is just so fed up with this and so angry that he challenges Roman Reigns to a match later on in the night. And can we just say Batista's facial hair makes him look even better than he already does. I don't care if you guys think it's gross, but I don't know why. I like when Dolph Ziggler had some scruff. I like Randy Orton having some scruff. Batista can definitely pull it off. As long as John Cena never gets scruff, we're good to go. Next we have Nikki Bella versus Natalya, and if you guys watch Total Divas, you will see that Natalya painted Brie and Daniel Bryan a wedding gift, but before that, she painted Nikki and John a gift, and it was a painting of a picture that John and Nikki had taken, and Nikki thinks she looks like this monstrous blob and thinks it's kind of creepy, and Natalya was hurt by it. So we have the other divas of the show, not all the divas, just Brie, Eva Marie, Naomi, and Ariane. Sorry, I'm just using their real names, but so they were holding up cards 0 to 10. I believe there was a 0. And I just thought it was weird, but it was a good match, but I don't see why the divas needed to be at the side of the ring grading the match. It was just odd. So Nikki Bella did pick up the win. Natalya was not happy. So I don't know if they're trying to turn Natalya heel, or if this is just some goofy little thing to have the divas on because Paige has really been the only diva lately. I don't know, but I hope we have other divas on because, there is a divas division, not just Paige. We have Sheamus coming out as the new United States champion. He has to face somebody of Ryback. First, we have Curtis Axel winning a coin toss, and he goes and faces Sheamus, but sadly loses. And then right after, Ryback gets in the ring, and we have another match, but he loses too. I don't know what Ryback is even doing anymore. I feel like they just don't do anything productive. I feel like they're just jobbers, and they are so much better. I've heard a lot of rumors of WWE kind of being on Ryback because he has hurt so many wrestlers, CM Punk, John Cena. There's a small list, but they still were not happy because he would just go to the extreme and actually physically hurt somebody other than what they had already, had planned. This is actually really hurting them. And so I don't know if he's just kind of down the toilet in WWE, but then why are they doing this to Curtis Axel? I don't really understand, but I really hope Rybaxel can just do something more, and I just think they're so much more than this, and they're so talented. So hoping Rybaxel does something productive and different and awesome. Next we have Stephanie McMahon calling out Daniel Bryan. The same old crap. Stephanie just acts like she cares when she really doesn't. And we go up to the ramp and it shows Kane coming out dragging Daniel Bryan. And if you guys watch closely, did you see Daniel Bryan moving his legs so he could help Kane drag him? That was just terrible. It was so funny. But then Daniel Bryan's just laying there lifeless pretty much. And then the doctors and the medical staff come out, and so does Brie, his wife. And he's taken on a stretcher in the back to an ambulance. And Stephanie's just like, I'm sorry, you mean for this to happen, I don't know what's going on, blah, 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 lie. And Brie pushes her and tells her to just, get away from them, leave, go. And Stephanie's not happy about this, but can we have a Stephanie and Brie feud? Because that would just be perfect, and I honestly think I would just explode. That would be so amazing, and I would just enjoy that. So cross your fingers that we're going to have a Stephanie and Brie feud, because that would just be great. Next we have Dolph Ziggler, which I feel like he doesn't do anything anymore, which is so sad, versus Fandango with Layla at his side. And I still don't like him and Layla together. I miss him in Summer. But she is filming the Marine 4 with The Miz. And it's just sad that they're not together anymore. But it was a really, really good match. These guys are both so talented, and I just love seeing them face each other. I think they work well together, and in the end, Dolph Ziggler hit the zigzag for the win. But Fandango wanted to, because Layla did kind of get herself involved, and she came up to apologize to Fandango, and she was kind of, I guess, afraid that it would turn into, like, him dumping her because, Summer Rae's gotten involved before. But Fandango just expressed his love for Layla and said that he loved her and that she had his heart. And then they made out, and that was just weird. It's awkward. There's children in the audience. Stop eating each other's faces in front of the children, please. Next we have Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the ring, and he's kind of just talking about Legends House and how that really was an experience and he's glad to be out of it. And then we have the beautiful Lana. Lana is gorgeous. She comes out and talks about how the United States is just, pretty much crap, and China rules us, and so does Russia, and Russia's better, and blah, blah, blah. And then she has Rusev come out, and they're pretty much gonna murder Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I mean, I was like, somebody, for God's sake, please help this man, because I don't want to watch him die on TV. So then Big E comes out, and let me just tell you, if they're gonna continue, have a big, feud with Big E and Rusev, I would be so excited, because I feel like Big E was really, like, he got his rematch clause from Wade Barrett, but then it just, like, he didn't win, and he kind of got thrown in the back. So hopefully this will give Big E a big feud, and I would just love to see it. Big E is a huge man, so is Rusev, and I just think this could be, if they play it right, it could be an awesome feud. Next we have Cody Rhodes versus Damian Sandow. I don't really care for Damian Sandow anymore. I just feel like he's just this filler for TV. Like, oh, we don't have a match, so we're going to throw Damian Sandow in it. I don't know, but I love Cody Rhodes and Goldust together. I'm glad they're still together somehow. But Cody Rhodes, this was such a good match. I mean, Damian Sandow, even though I don't care for his character that much, he still is a very talented man. And it was just such a good match. In the end, Cody did put a thumb to Damian Sandow's eye while the referee was arguing with Goldust. And so Cody picked up the win. Naughty little Cody, but I enjoyed it. And it was just a good match. And last but not least, we have Roman Reigns versus Batista. And I was really excited for this because Batista is a huge man. Roman Reigns is obviously this huge man. So we have an animal versus a hound of justice. And it is just, I feel like it was a really good match. I wish it would have been longer, honestly, because I feel like these two alone could just put on an amazing match. We did have Triple H getting involved, and the Evolution and the Shield just kind of collided. So Roman Reigns did win by disqualification, but the Shield and Evolution just kind of collided during this. And then all of a sudden, we see Stephanie telling all these guys to come out. Pretty much the same guys. 3MB, Ryback, Soul, Fandango. Just the same guys that we see over and over every week that attack the Shield because Stephanie tells them to. And you think all of a sudden that they're getting overwhelmed by all these guys coming in the ring because Evolution was still also attacking them. But then in the end, you just see people flying out of the ring left and right, and we're left with Roman Reigns spearing Ryback and then a triple power bomb on Ryback by the Shield. And that just makes them really good going forward. But I feel like every week it's just back and forth, like Evolution's strong this week, and then the Shield is strong this week, and then Evolution is strong. And it's just like this cycle. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen at Payback, and I really think it's going to be a good match. So that's all of Raw. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I just love wrestling. It just makes my day. After having a really crappy, cruddy day, or just cruddy crap in general that's just making you miserable, wrestling comes on and it just makes you forget all the hurt and the pain and anything that could be making you unhappy or just make you feel bad, or you just had that bad day. Wrestling's there, and that might sound goofy, but to me it really honestly helps, and it just makes me happy. Even if Raw's not the best and you disagree with me and you're like, Raw really sucked, I'm sick of it, you know what, it's still wrestling. And so some matches may be annoying or stupid, but it's still entertaining, and these guys are just so talented and putting so much into what they do, and it's just, I really love it. I love it so much. So, let me know what you guys thought about Raw, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.